Hey everyone, welcome back to Riffs and Gigs interviews, the interview podcast series where I interview all sorts of bands from grassroots level. Today, I'm with three members of Secreum. Hello, I am pronouncing that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
buddy.
perfect.
Excellent. How are you all doing?
All good. Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
When you said three members, my mind just did a 180 because usually when we have like intimate meetings, there's four panels. Like, oh, are you not in the band as well? Yeah, I'm a bass player. Like, all right, surely you are.
Am I in the band?
Oh my God, who's interviewing us today?
Gets very existential.
Are you there, God? It's me, Duckman.
Ah,
So, unfortunately, we are a member down. You said that was the bassist, didn't you?
yes.
hmm Yeah.
So, just very quickly, if you want to just kind of introduce yourselves, what you do in the band, and then I don't mind who goes first.
My name is Sonny, and I play guitar and I sing.
My name is Dino, and I play guitar, and I don't sing.
My name is Sean. I play the drums and they're very loud.
And then obviously the bassist can't be with us at the moment. He might appear. Who knows?
He might.
You'll hear a
Stay,
rumble before he appears.
stay
Pardon?
tuned.
Thing is, our bass player is ethereal, so he's probably right now in another dimension, figuring
Yeah.
out how to solve some massive crisis that humanity hasn't solved yet.
He's
Uh,
doing another interview in an alternate universe.
yeah, yeah.
He is not in this realm currently.
Nick
There's
is actually
there's
here right
He's
now.
interviewing people.
Yeah.
there's there's a multiverse where I'm doing this exact same interview, and he's the only one that's turned up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere. So, you guys, obviously, for anyone that hasn't heard of you before, how do you kind of introduce yourselves? How do you kind of describe who Secreum are? In brief.
Anyone want to take the lead on this?
Funny, groovy, and we enjoy what we play.
We most certainly have our own interpretations for sure.
It's a matter of perspective, but Sean's basically right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy, melodic, fast, slow. I'm just throwing out all buzzwords there, but we basically enjoy what we do, and we want to project that enjoyment onto people who may or may not enjoy us.
We're definitely not the kind of band to go on stage and be like, we're the most metal band ever. Ah, everyone hurt them so rare. We're more the kind of band to be like, enjoy our show, leave with a smile. We're heavy, just have a good time. You know,
Yeah.
we want you to leave with a smile and just feel upbeat. Because, you know, we're upbeat people by nature. As I've said, to, you know, away from this interview, is that, yeah, life is fucking hard. You don't want to go to a show. And you've been working all week on a Friday, and you come to a show on a Friday, you know, and you're stressed out, you're tired out. You don't want more angst. I personally, I wouldn't want to go to a show and be more angry. I want to go to a show and just feel relieved. So that's what.
Let your hair down.
Yeah,
So it's always those people that usually at metal shows that are, no matter what they're watching, they're always just standing there, arms
Rock that
crossed,
arm.
looking really grumpy.
depending on where you are, that's a good sign. Because we played shows where people have done that, and then after the show, they've come and they've been the one to be like, "Wow, that was an amazing show. That was one of the best shows I've ever seen." La, la, la. Like, are you sure? Like,
It's like,
you
you
Yeah,
don't
you
look
didn't
like.
look it.
yeah. Normally with a German accent, that usually happens. But
How many times has that happened with a German accent?
January happened. We've had a few in England. Not German so per se, but more people who stand out with crossed arms and get wowed at the end. But
Yeah,
I'm just bored generalizing.
yeah.
Is that when you've played in German, you're just people that sound German coming up to you?
Could say
This is in
both.
Belgium. Belgium.
Oh yeah, Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, just don't say that to a German, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
This is not getting recorded, is it?
This is being recorded. Yeah.
We're live, pal.
Uh,
I apologize to any Germans watching this, but
To be
yeah,
fair,
that requires people to watch it. So
doesn't Belgium like they have like multiple dialects, like depending on what side of Belgium they're on. Like there's a French speaking kind of part, and one side's more Dutch, and the other one's possibly German.
yeah,
Could
yeah.
could be a saving grace.
could
When
be.
when we did our Belgium show, we had our own like assistant. But this is like how mind blowing it was. Which our little assistant was the daughter of one of the organizers, and like really good English. And like yeah, we asked her what languages the Belgian people speak, and she mentioned all the names Dino mentioned. So it was like you could learn French. And be like, oh, good, I'm gonna go to Belgium and talk to everyone. I was like, oh, but you don't speak French. Oh, okay, damn. Right, next.
I just think the idea of going to a gig and just having an assistant just sounds
Yeah.
quite nice.
I know, it was so surreal.
I say she was an assistant. Like Sean became like a Pied Piper. Like the assistant and her friends were just like wowed by Sean's drums, and like that was like, the cutest thing ever. Like you just
They followed me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the beard. It's the beard.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was pretty cute, man. That's pretty cool.
Don't get me wrong,
It
they
was
were
so
lovely to
wholesome.
talk to. They were fangirling pretty hard as well. It was wholesome.
Yeah, it's because Sean literally had the biggest kit at that show. It took up the whole um uh, stage riser, and it just looked like phenomenal. It looks phenomenal.
It looked the parts. It looked the bollocks.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
You need to find a way to start making assistants the norm for the shows over here. Imagine rocking up, I don't know, in Cambridge somewhere, and it's like, "Hello, I'll be your assistant today."
We're
just
just
like
very lucky.
it's just a
Yeah.
fancy roadie.
Yeah. That's okay.
So then, how long have you guys kind of been a band then in this kind of current lineup?
For about 5 years now, 4 or 5 years. Current line. Oh wait, no, over 3 years. We had an old bass player, and then Nick stepped in around 2022. Yeah, so this current installation, yeah, I'll say 3 years.
From the beginning, like what was it, 2011, 2012?
Oh,
You
sorry.
started, Sonny?
Oh. Thanks for reminding me.
He's asking the questions. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
So kind of obviously, going from 2011, 2012 to now, what sort of changed the most really then?
The sound, the attitude of the band, the personalities in the band, how we conduct ourselves and how we view things, the organization within the band, the communication. Yeah, quite a lot. I mean, it's not casting any shade to the members from the previous chapter, as it were, but having Dino, having Sean, having Nick, it's now just like this is it. This is oh shit. Okay, this is we've done some pretty fucking cool stuff with this lineup. So we did some really cool stuff when we had our old bass players as well. David, when he was in the band, we did some really cool stuff as well. But having that kind of different personality, and Nick in his own right is a very confident and very experienced person as well. So and as I said before, he's ethereal, so he can tell the future without he's been to other dimensions, so that does help.
He's here right now,
Yeah,
watching over us.
exactly that. Yeah, or he's doing this on his own.
I would piss myself if he just joined.
Yeah.
That would be uncanny timing.
You need to say his name 3 times. Maybe
Yeah,
that'll,
Oh,
Nick.
Again, there's
I'm trying-
so many perfect times that he could just appear.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
we're setting the stage up for him like now, and it's gonna be on him. doesn't join.
It's like every time he's missing his cue. It's
Yeah.
so then kind of going back then to 2011, 2012, around that time. How did the band initially just come about then?
Me and the bass player, David, the one before Nick, we just wanted to form a band together. Something a bit more aligned to like we were more into the groovy stuff rather than like the thrash or the metalcore stuff that's going on at the time. Yeah, we just started it up. Yeah, I just had a few lineup changes and went on hiatus a couple of times. 'Cause, things getting away. I had my own stuff going on. He had his own stuff going on, and then it got to a point where I was just like, "Oh, I'm just done doing Secreum stuff." And then he was like nagging me constantly to bring the band back. And eventually, I was like, "You know what? Right, I'll bring it back." Oh, and awesome. Because at the time, me and Dino were in a band together, so that was already quite busy. And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to be in another band." And it's pretty hard to be in a band anyway. It's a lot of gears that turn. But then that band, unfortunately, dissolved. And then when I brought back Secreum, like Dino was the first person I asked. Like there was no second choice. If Dino said no, I probably would have not chosen anyone else. Yes, and then when Dino joined, then we nagged Sean. And after much nagging, we finally joined. And then then that iteration came to be.
So how long have you been back from hiatus then?
When Dino joined, I guess. So
9 years ago, 8 years ago, I think you asked me. I think we're I think we were at a gig at the time, and yeah,
yeah.
asked me then. It was either for any viewers like from London, Camden, it was either the Unicorn or probably Nambuka. It was one of the two.
Yeah. Probably Unicorn actually. We were there quite a lot.
Ah, Mr. Unicorn.
God bless the unicorn.
Is that a venue? I take it.
Yeah.
No.
It's just an actual unicorn that you're all just,
I'm not gonna lie, that would have just made people go anyway.
I saw a meme yesterday, I think it was. Like, how do I draw a unicorn? Like, draw a horse and put a horn in it. Okay. How do I draw a horse? Draw a unicorn, take away the horn.
Never-ending cycle.
Well,
that
So
solves
easy.
that.
yeah,
I'm gonna steal that.
it's great, isn't it?
That's so stupid, but that's so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal that as well.
Oh, tell the world.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, dad jokes for the win.
It's when you think though, drawing the horse isn't the hard part. It's someone that can't figure out how to draw a horn, so it just gets even
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Ends up drawing a candle.
Yeah. A horn can turn into a cock very quickly if you're not careful.
There's a lot of things that you're drawing that can turn into a cock quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You see those videos of it starts off someone drawing and it looks like a woman's waist and it looks like it's going to be a really provocative picture and it's like a bunny.
Well, that took a turn.
One of my favorite ones, it starts drawing and it so clearly looks like a cock and balls, but then it just turns into like a penguin or something like that, and that's just the front.
Cocks and horses.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand.
That's a good title for this interview.
Cocks and horses.
Just
That's a good pub name, isn't that a pub?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's all fun and games till someone Googles it.
Yeah.
Well, the cart and horses just got a secondary twin, the cock and horses.
Yeah.
Cart and horses that make it masculine.
Hey. Nothing's more masculine than sticking cock in front of it. There we are.
Cox first, always Cox
Always
first.
Cox first.
This has gone so off topic so quickly. I
Oh,
love
it's
it.
brilliant.
I love
It all
it.
started with horses and unicorns.
Yeah.
It's a very Glory Hammer-esque title.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
It just got me thinking of another joke about horses.
Oh, go on.
Right. So yeah, I used to know someone like he went to a stable once and he said, "Oh, I want to own a horse. I want to get into horse riding and all that." And the stableman goes, "Oh, have you ever shoot a horse before?" He goes, "No, but I've told a donkey to fuck off once."
This entire thing's just
Oh.
turning into horse jokes. You've so quickly coming, trying to get back on track. You obviously mentioned gigging in London. Is London your main area?
Yeah, yeah. London's the main area.
Yeah, buddy.
Very, very supportive over the years. Seen. Special quick shout out to the London Metal Coalition who are doing wonders for the underground scene in London at the minute, which is already booming enough. But it's giving those extra bands right now an even bigger spotlight. So special shout out to them and everything they do.
Because yeah, I think it's excellent what they're doing. I think more areas need that, more people need that, just to kind of give the scene a bit of a lift because it needs it.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, yeah. We all remember a time before the LMC, and it was a very different scene back then. It wasn't as much unity, and it wasn't as much togetherness, and this, you had like bands that clicked. You had, like your niche, 4 or 5 bands that kind of got on, but this is like a different scale,
Yeah.
different beast altogether. And yeah, I mean, as Dino said, shout out to the LMC. It's just it's helped us out a lot. It's helped out other bands quite a lot, and it's amazing how many bands are out there when they join the LMC. You're like, oh wow, yeah, yeah, that band. Oh, yeah, that band. Oh, I know that band. Yeah, it's brilliant.
Just becomes
Yeah.
that Spider-Man meme if you were pointing at each other, being like,
In a way, yeah.
And I think that's what I'm based just outside of Peterborough, and I feel like that's what places like here could really do with, because there's the bands, but there's just not that sense of a scene,
Okay.
and it's like people go out, people support the bands, but then it's the bands that are kind of promoting the bands, if that makes sense. It's not really like a big. There's little pockets of community, but
Yeah.
nowhere near as much as somewhere like the LMC. Same as same as Cambridge, because I know there's obviously the 6 bar there. I think there's quite a good community there, but it's just making that into a full on.
Yeah, I think you need 1 or 2 people to just ignite that whole situation. I mean, it all started up with the LMC. It started off with Laz, a guy called Morton, Casey. I'm gonna completely forget the names. I'm so sorry, but yeah, he had a few catalysts that they basically. I'm sure Dino and Sean probably got the same story as well, but we got approached and was told about the LMC before it all blew up. Like, oh yeah, I'm starting this, unity as it were. Do you want to be a part of it? So it just, it was that small spark that helped kind of start all up. So you can't expect it to just happen. You've got to be, someone's got to be an instigator for it to happen. So if you want one in your town, there's got to be 1 or 2 people to be messaging bands, being like, hey, setting up this thing. Do you want to be a part of it? Yay or nay. I know there are some people in Birmingham are thinking about doing it, and there's some people in like other towns I noticed like they've caught wind of the LMC and they're going to try and start their own thing. So it's certainly kicking off.
I'm honestly surprised there's not something in Birmingham similar to that already, given kind of you Aussie and all the other big metal bands that have kind of got their start from there. So I'm quite surprised to hear there's not something like that already.
Hopefully it's just a matter of time. Well, like Sonny said, it just takes that spark. It's about wanting to be heard if you're in a band, and sort of comes back to our own ethos as a band. Just giving people something to enjoy as well. Like the some people are there to enjoy it, and there's someone there who wants, all this good music to be heard. And it's a slow process, but it's proven.
Yeah.
And like, I think you summed it up perfectly. People want something they can enjoy. People want that enjoyment, which again I also quite like, because I caught you guys at Club 85 in Hitchin a few months back, whenever the fundraiser was.
Oh, no,
Great
yeah.
gig.
And
Great gig.
you said that was your first time there?
Second time.
Second. Again, that's a great venue, that no matter what gig you go to there, there's always a good community of people.
Yeah.
I absolutely I've been to a few of the Metal to the Masses heats there, and you're almost always guaranteed a really positive turnout, a really nice turnout of people just enjoying the music and having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, yeah, I mean
Oh,
that venue's phenomenal. And we
yeah.
got really lucky when we did that show. We did the January show in Belgium. That was fucking huge stage. And then we did Red Lion, I think not long after, in Kent, Gravesend, and that's a fucking lovely stage. And then we did Club 85. And it's like, wow, this is really you get used to this.
Yeah, it's a good run. That's a good run of stages.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, was that back in January, the Club 85 one?
February.
I was gonna say, it feels so much closer.
I
Yeah.
know. Crazy.
I had a band send an email for like a review submission the other week, and I was like, oh cool, they've released a new one. Wasn't that long until they released their last song.
Bloody hell.
I looked
Yeah.
back and it was January.
Ugh.
Wow.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This
time
year's going
flies.
quick.
So how did the Belgium show come about then?
I caught a band at the Dev, another special shout out for London people, the Dev, for the better part of like 12, 13, however many years, always giving good bands a platform, no matter where they're from, in London, outside of London. This band in particular, I can't remember, they're a European band, death metal band. I thought, oh yeah, I'll follow them like for a bit, like see if they come back to London. And then I see they put up this post about playing a festival in Belgium. And I thought, okay, this was back when we were more hands on in like trying to find our way like into Europe and all that. I reached out to these people, and surprisingly they got in touch, and it just kind of snowballed from there. Like playing this crazy stage in Belgium with all these supportive people, and yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Was it your first time overseas, or?
We played was it Serbia and Turkey a couple of years back. Yeah, I think it might have been like, yeah, it was over a year before the Belgium show. So yeah, I think what it was, we got the bug, and yeah, to this day we kind of like, yeah, let's go overseas. We love the UK, but these European shows, man, they're just next
European
level.
shows is where it's at.
What do you think the main difference is? Is it the crowds? Is it the sizes? Is it just what do you think makes the European shows different?
I don't know. To me, it seems like over here there's more. It's like, oh, let's go out for a few drinks, maybe catch some bands. Um, Not saying that there isn't a pattern for underground music here, because there definitely is. But Europe in particular is kind of like the music like really matters. Like they want to see like good bands. Like it's hard to explain. It's a different kind of interest. I guess it's why certain bands are more popular in Europe than they are here, in a way.
Guess it kind of that that checks out because the amount of like European metal festival lineups I see, I'm like, oh, that's a nice lineup.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you can kind of see the comparison.
I
I
think
think it was
I think as well, like just to add on to what Dino was saying, in Europe in particular, music is a bit more culturally in the forefront. So it's a lot more funded, there's a lot more support, there's a lot more like these bigger festivals are
mm,
funded mostly by like governments or corporations or stuff like that. So it's a bit more centerfold. Like the festival we played, that had a few sponsorships to be able to afford like the venue and the food and this, that, and the other. And yeah, you do get that in England, but not quite so much. And with that, it brings in the crowd. And I think in general in Europe, it's um, music seems to be a lot more centerfold,
mm.
which is why it's so different. Yeah, it's quite hard to it's really hard to pinpoint really because like the music is great up right here. You go to Europe, it is different in terms
Mm.
of like um the attendance and the way that people are uh focused on certain bands. Like when we played, we were like the only melodic band that really played. So we had to kind of cater for that. But then a review came out and we were one of the highlight bands, which
Oh,
really surprised us because it's like everyone's death metal, everyone's like melodic death metal. No, no,
We were
no.
the only band with solos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have singing in our songs. We have like catchy hooks in this and the other, and like dual tapping stuff. And then yeah, the review came out, and it's like, oh, okay. I mean, even the promoter that we spoke to, he's like, "Get your album out. I want you on when you get your album out." So it's like, oh, all right, well, go all right.
if you insist.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
twisted my leg. Okay.
But it was really cool because like uh so Dina doesn't drink, right? So he drinks non-alcoholic beers. We mentioned that to the promoter, and he's like, "Okay, no problem." And he just walks in 10 minutes later with a big bag of beers for Dina. He's like, "Perfect, right, perfect."
Hospitality
And Dina's
was
just like, "All
unbeatable.
right, yeah."
He even got me some cigarettes as well. I didn't have any cigarettes at the time. He
Oh,
just went and got me some. Like what? Okay.
cool.
Was not
proper
expecting
proper
that.
splashing out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know verbatim the story, but Dino, can you tell the story of when you got the big coffee in Turkey?
There's not really much to be told. When we were in Turkey, it was myself and our stand-in bassist Chris at the time, who yeah stood in for Nick because he had previous engagements. But yeah, we got a strong liking for coffee, and Chris in particular was like, "Oh, gotta try." He's from Australia. He's like, "Yeah, gotta try out this fucking Turkish coffee." And I was like, "Yeah, I could get behind that." There was a cafe or like a restaurant. Wait, no, I got that wrong. There's actually someone going around the street where the venue was at, like selling coffees for passers-by, and we're just like, yeah, let's get our coffee on like before the show. Just stood outside having a coffee, talking with the promoter about there's suffocation in particular. And you know it's going to be a good evening when you're just outside having coffee and a cigarette and talking 10 minutes about suffocation with someone in another part of the world. And yeah, the guy caught wind that we liked the coffee by that much. He just gave us a bag of it for free.
So then how long did that bag last?
Oh, not very long. Not very long. I definitely got through it when I got back to work, like back here. Much needed.
I just love that you can kind of measure how good a gig is by the various stories that come out of that gig.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah. We
like
were talking to loads of people afterwards, like all these Turkish people and like pictures, and I think the most real ones just autographs in general.
Mm.
yeah,
Like well, autographs and the pictures. It's like we are not at this level yet, but here we are, like getting this support, like from people who just want to see like some good stuff. It's so nice.
Again, it kind of goes back to the I'll go on then if you insist. Oh well.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I quite like the fact that you mentioned you've got the melody, you've got the heaviness, because it's obviously your latest track. Again, I say latest, it came out however many months ago, but Metamorphosis,
Yeah,
it's got those blast beats at the very beginning, but then it has got those melodic bits as well. So it's quite. I can see why you can stand out on a bill like that.
thank
But
you.
I'm always more drawn to bands that have a bit of a mix and stand out as well.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to go to a festival where every band sounds the same or something like that.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, definitely. We I was thinking about this the other week actually. We all come from like the Kerrang era, where like you had your really heavy riffs and then you had your singing, and like when you listen to that a lot, and then it just gets ingrained in like your psyche. Like we all love extreme metal, like Nile, Suffocation, Morbid Angel. We love that stuff, but then we all love Van Halen and Sean loves
Mm,
Sabaton. So we're quite in our taste. We're not secular. We're quite diverse. We're quite eclectic. So that just comes
Definitely.
with music. And like, if we want to listen to some music, we'd want to listen to something that's diverse. But then,
yeah.
we've also got like a I guess a battered track that is all just growls. But then, we've got melodic sounding song that just sounds just melodic. Yeah, Metamorphosis just kind of brings it all in together.
So I was going to say, obviously, you mentioned a few bands there, but have you got any kind of key influences or inspirations behind kind of this music specifically, or is it just like you said, the whole Kerrang era, chucking a bit of everything?
Yeah,
Personally,
I'm actually sorry, go on, Sonny.
there you go for it, man.
So coming back to when Sonny asked me to join Secreum, it was a very open book at the time. Like our old band that Sonny mentioned was straight up old school death metal, but the scene's always like moving so quickly. So we just got together and we just sort of wrote what felt good at the time, and that's something that we have carried on with.
Mm.
Like if it's something that just write something that we would listen to in our spare time.
Did you have another point, Sonny?
Uh, Nothing did pretty much covered it. Yeah, yeah,
But I suppose if you had to go back to the specifics of the question, like bands in particular, uh, before I joined Secreum, there was a lot of Machine Head and Trivium kind of like metalcore stuff, which there's still elements of. But metalcore's so broad now. Like you've got your Architect and your Spirit Boxes, and there is a bit to take from that. But I think the main ones for us would be stuff like Gajira
Hmm.
and Strapping Young Lad, or anything that Devin Townsend has touched over the last like
yeah.
3 decades that he's graced us with his presence. Um, Fear Factory's a big one too. Fear Factory. There's a
Death.
bit. Yeah, Death as well. Yeah, if you're going back to the death metal stuff, yeah, Death is top, I think, for us. We've had a couple of Morbid Angel comparisons as
Hmm.
well. Um, yeah, I think it all kind of ties back. So anything Death, extreme adjacent with a bit of groove, and yeah, that kind of feel good factor to it as well.
I like the idea of this extreme music just being feel good, because so many of the bands from that kind of stuff are just angry.
Yeah,
I like this kind of heavy, but we're happy, we're having fun.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a good balance.
We
Um,
we do have like there are the exceptions of like one or two songs that do come from like more of a personal kind of touch. But like you'll see us like with our like screamy faces, looking angry and banging our heads and chugging away as hard as we can, this, that, and the other. But then like the lyrics are very just like upbeat and just like trying to send a message, trying to just like get people to see different perspective. And I saw a Gojira meme and it was just like the werewolf and the dog.
hmm.
I think it was like the werewolf was Gojira's music and the dog was Gojira's lyrics. I'm just like, that's perfect. Exactly perfect. I
Where's
love
the lie?
that.
It's like that. I think it's from Deathgasm, the film Deathgasm. But have you seen the meme where it's like the person in full-on corpse paint and the chain
Oh,
sitting next to the
Deathgasm.
person?
Yeah.
I think they're making a sequel to that on a slightly
Well,
unrelated note. But
perfect.
it's just that meme of like the music, the lyrics.
Yeah.
Which brings me kind of somehow it brings me on to my next point. Obviously, with Metamorphosis or kind of any of your other songs, how do you approach that from a songwriting point of view?
That's a good question.
They've all been, so they kind of all been slightly different. Like what I mean by that is like Metamorphosis, that approach came quite different to Embrace and Voice of Reason. So Metamorphosis was an old riff that me and Dino had worked on together um
Mm.
years back, like back into it there. And then I think it was always kind of there, and we would put it up on the back burner, and then I think Sean played it in rehearsal. Dino played it with Sean, and then they were like, "Yeah, this is cool. Why don't we bring it back?" And I'm like, the excitement was there. And then that's when Dino went back and rewrote it, brought it forward to us. I was like, shit, we could actually do something. Oh, fuck yeah, all right. I mean, that's essentially how it came to be.
Mm.
So that, yeah, an old idea got rehashed into a newer idea. Um, Usually it would be like I have this song or I have this idea, bring it forward. Here's a skeletal structure. Let's keep playing it until another idea pops up. Um, some ideas land immediately. Like one of our newer songs that Dino's written. Um, it's just it's fucking amazing. But like the songs and the lyrics are written and done by him, and it was just like,
Mm.
okay, this is perfect. Like we don't need to work on this. This is it's pretty fucking on the ball. Yes, and then like Sean will write a riff and then we just build up on that, or I'll write a riff and we build up on that, or like so um it's quite abstract the way we write. I mean, we if someone's got an idea, we let that person kind of be the one to dictate the idea, you know. So if
Mm.
I write a riff, an idea, or a song, and then someone like Sean and Dino have got an idea, they'll ask me first. Or if Dino's got an idea, we will ask him first. Like, hey, I have this different idea or approach for this particular section. Are you happy with it? Yay or nay? So yeah, we try to a very Beatles approach, I guess. Try to show some respect to the writers. For the most part, it's songs. I think we all got into the idea of just writing songs rather than riffs.
Mm.
But there have been, there have been times, like Voice of Reason, that main bit at the intro, that was just a riff idea that Sean had, and then Dino elaborated on it, and then we just kind of built it from there.
Did you find that kind of it's easy to approach it instrumentally first, or kind of do you have a lyric or something and then that inspires the tone of the music?
Definitely instrumentally first, because then that can structure out like where we can start placing lyrics.
Mm.
And but with me, if I've tried to do lyrics first and then the song after, like something changes all the time. So it's definitely best to write the song first, get that in the foundation, and then we can build the lyrics around it. So we don't have to like start forcing words or choking words during the songs.
Mm. And have well, potentially difficult question, but have you got any favorite songs, that you've kind of written or kind of ideas that you're really proud of coming up with?
As in that we play live or just in general?
Play live or released or
I'll say what stuff we've released. Okay.
My favorite song is Contrarian, personally, but it's all subjective. That's just mine. It's also the easiest to sing and play, so that does help.
No, it does land very well. It's very rare that we play a set without having including that, because it's just really fast to the point, gets the message across. Uh, Sorry, I'm just trying to think of my particular
Yeah, cool.
favorite.
Do you have one, Sean?
Clouds and Trapped are my favorites.
Ah, okay.
The Clouds ended up being the favorite once your solo and it was put on after, like, during like demoing. That middle bit was just very, very bland and boring to play. But then once your solo came onto it, I was just like, holy shit. It was brought out so much. And Traps, like, mate, it's like there's a stop and start thrash section during the middle, and I just fucking go mental playing that. It's like very like Future Freak Machine style.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd already seen that.
Yeah. Traps was incidentally, I think it was one of the first ideas I personally brought to the table with study. I think it was that and Metamorphosis, and then Contrarian Mind came a little bit later. But those were basically the first three songs in sort of like the early rotation. So I do have a bit of a soft spot for Traps. I think our songwriting's kind of progressed a lot since then. And so it has taken a bit of a backseat at our live shows, but it's always nice to come back to here and there. Yeah, echoing what Sean said, I do have a soft spot for Clouds. It's a very open song, very personal, like kind of subject matter as well, but positive. I've got a soft spot as well for Voice of Reason as well, because it's like one of the few songs during the set when we play live, I windmill like crazy for the first and last rip.
You just see his hair go everywhere.
Yeah, Air Force One, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and 90% of the time, Charlotte Jones will be on vocals for that, and Sonny will he'll come to my side or to Nick's side. So like we get to jam with him, and like there's no microphone there, and so it's nice to break that up a little bit.
I like the fact you mentioned the guest vocals, because I think you did that when I saw you guys. Is that kind of something that you try and maintain every time you play that song, or how did that sort of collaboration come about?
So Charlotte's done quite a lot for our band, like internally, and given that she's got a talent, um, it was a no-brainer to get her onto a song. Prior, we were trying to figure out whether to get her for a section or a song, and she didn't want to get her for a song. It's just, why only have someone half a song? It just doesn't really make sense. Actually, it was meant to be written for a different kind of project, and then written by Sean, and then I can't remember how it became a Secreum song, but yeah, in the end it did, and then yeah, I mean,
I got writing on it like immediately, and then I hit a brick wall about it, and I just put it to side and like I'll come back to it. Then, however long later, I was like, right, now I know what to do with it. Writ the entire thing, completely forgetting who it was for. Just pitched it to Sonny. I was like, right, just written the song for or a song for the EP. He goes, dude, this is great. We should get Charlotte to guest vocal it. I went, oh, that's who it was for. I was like, yeah, okay then.
I mean, it would definitely be a reoccurring theme. We're gonna try and have her for like any albums we release or EPs, because as I said, she's done quite a lot for us, and she's become quite a solid foundation for the band. Like the artwork and banner, and just like driving us around merchandise. I mean, she contributed some of the lyrics to Embrace, to Metamorphosis. She helped with. Yeah, she's done quite a lot internally for the band, so it's our way of saying thank you to her. Just get her on
like
stage.
the backbone.
Yeah. Half the shows we wouldn't be able to do without her.
It's a nice gesture. It's a nice, and it helps kind of diversify your set a little bit as well.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you do notice, like, a lot of the female audience are like, yeah.
And you don't see many kind of. I mean, there might be. Maybe I've just not opened my eyes to them, but you don't often see a lot of that kind of extreme style of music with female vocals. So again, it is nice. It is that nice balance that helps kind of set you apart?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a few years ago. I mean, it was a bit more common. I mean, the whole arch enemy thing
Mm.
and Ginger and the agonists. Yeah, everyone wanted to be one of them. I mean, that just kind of fizzled out, and so Charlotte's still doing that, which is great because as you said, not many bands are really doing that anymore. So to see Charlotte doing it, it's like you know, a lot of people just like, wow, your female singer is great. I don't. So yeah, it's become, she's doing herself, and I guess female metal. She's doing it all
Mm.
justice. So it really, really helps her, helps us. Brilliant.
It's a win-win.
Win-win.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
So I guess kind of to wrap up, my last question really is obviously, Metamorphosis released this year. You've kind of talked about some potential new tracks. What can we expect kind of tail end of this year and even looking into next year?
Good stuff. Some very good stuff. That's,
Some riffs.
yeah,
Some
some
riffs.
riffs, some blast beats, perhaps. Yeah, just a continual growth of the band as like just sort of where we're at now, times 10.
We've become a lot more uh self-analytical when it comes to
Mhm.
songwriting. So, we'll have a song and we'll be like, okay, well, how can we make this song better? So, I think that comes with just like writing songs in general. So, you know,
Yeah,
the songs we've got so far, phenomenal. They sound bloody brilliant, very diverse, and that's another thing we like as well. We like each song to have its own character. Like we
Yeah.
got one song that's like I think it's like 3 minutes, but it's really fast and immediate. And then we've got another song that just sounds like Cannibal Corpse meets Gojira kind of baby. It's just really fucking heavy and to the point, and it's got so um yeah, more of the same, but like we're expanding our songwriting into better horizons, as it were.
Mm.
yeah. There's a lot of tilt to the caps of the people who've paved the way as well. Sonny, in particular, mentioned a while back about wanting to write a Megadeth style song. So I've put my writing hat back on recently, and yeah, lyrics and song structure are done for it. And
Oh, nice.
yeah.
This man
Yeah,
don't fuck
Yeah,
about.
I cannot.
Completely fresh
I,
news. Even the band don't
yeah.
know.
Oh,
I
How
cannot wait.
fresh it is.
Yeah, I cannot wait to show it off.
nice.
If it makes the album, of course. But there's so many. There's been ideas pouring out of our ears like for many months. Life obviously does get in the way, as it often does, but the drive is still there.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, next year's gonna be like it all come to fruition, I think.
We just gonna add on to what Dina was saying. Uh, we sorry, something popped up. Yeah, we got a particular song as well. I get it might not make it on the album. Hopefully, it will. Who knows? That's another thing as well. We write a song. We're never like this has got to be on the album. Like we want to write a whole bunch of songs and then all decide together. We want to just
Mm.
because this some might not vibe more than others, or some might you know. But yeah, we've got a particular song that we've got pretty fast paced in your face. A lot of our friends on the spectrum or ADHD or bipolar. I think that's to be had just in society in general. And yes, we've got a song that's dedicated to
Mm.
those people. Um, but it's just really fun. It's just really it's like a love. It basically just ripped off Shut Young Lad again. But it's yeah. So it was just like I said to the guys like, look, I want to write a song for because a lot of our friends of that ilk. Let's
Yeah.
write a song for them. But now we're up for it, and they've both written lyrics for that particular song. So now I've just got to try and put it all together. So it's like,
I was going to say you mentioned a couple of times kind of tracks being for the album. Is the end goal to get an album out then?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So I think we've been doing singles and EPs for quite some time now, and we've been playing a lot of gigs. 2023 in particular was a very busy year for us. the past year or so has been trying to get back into that writing mindset. But
Mm.
it's so difficult for underground bands to find that balance between playing those shows, but you know they might not have a reach yet. Obviously playing in towns like London still, and still trying to have that writing head on between in between. It's a very fine line. I think we figured it out pretty nicely. But yeah, right now, writing mode for an album, and we're all very, very excited.
It sounds very exciting. I'm particularly interested to hear this Megadeth style song.
Me too.
I haven't even demoed it. My Mac is out of date, so
Uh,
I can't download this new drum software that I've bought. But and I haven't really had the time to sit at the computer recently and put ideas down.
You could just do the old style of just do a voice note and go, this is what it sounds like, and just make the noise with your mouth.
Yeah,
Duga, duga, duga,
Yeah,
duga. It's how all good ideas start. If you've not listened to a voice note of someone humming a melody or humming a
oh,
riff,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna be bringing back a bonus song as well.
Oh,
That's gonna. I think we've all unanimously we've all decided it's gonna be on the album. Venomous. That was the bonus track for Voice of Reason. But where we played it so many times, different ideas have come to fruition. We quite enjoyed playing it live. Not as an opener. It's a nightmare to play as an opener.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I've redone my solo, and we all discussed as well. Like me and Dino, we can solo for days. You know, we love solo.
mm.
It's really fun. But there isn't many drum solos, so we've added a drum solo. So anyone who's seen us like this year and has heard a song that's got a drum solo in the middle, that would be the updated version of Venomous. But yeah, we're quite happy that Sean's got a drum solo. You know.
I'm gonna say more metal songs need drum solos.
Yeah.
We've got nobody here to fight the corner for bass solos,
Yeah.
but you know we'll fight the corner for drum solos.
There will be a bass solo as well. There will be a bass solo. We have a song with a bass solo.
We do.
We're gonna try and cater to everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Everyone
think all of
everyone
us
gets a
do.
solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get a solo.
you get a solo. Everyone gets a solo.
Not at the same time, of course. I mean, well, maybe.
Maybe that's just a new style of metal. Just everybody does a different solo all at the same time and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Oh,
I mean,
Jazz
that's
Odyssey.
yeah, that's basically mathcore, isn't it?
that would be the
That's-
most clown core thing I hear.
The notes in between that count.
It's the silent notes. It's the silent
Yeah.
notes that
It's
you've got
called
to.
duets.
it's the notes you're not playing.
Yes,
The
yeah.
sustain, hear it.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
The sustain, I'm not hearing anything. Well, you would though if it were playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But no, cautious of the fact. I mean, this try. I was trying not to make it too long, but it's happened. We've hit that. I think we've hit that hour mark.
Sign of a good interviewer. That's a sign of a
Pardon?
good interviewer.
Yeah, thank you very
Yeah,
sign of good interviewees as well.
Ah, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
But
We try our best.
it's easy, you know. It comes very natural to you all.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, I'm any future word about the album, I'm definitely intrigued. You've piqued my interest, and I'll just keep an eye out kind of on gigs and shows and make my way down to one if it's not too far away.
Thank you very much.
Our
But-
next show is in, if I could touch upon that quickly, shameless plug, is in November, the 21st November, I believe.
Nottingham.
Yeah, Nottingham, the old Salutation Inn. It's all day as far as I know, and yeah, we're headlining.
Oh,
and
nice.
yeah, and I believe it's been discussed internally that you may hear one or two album songs that night.
Said it here first.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
was gonna say rest of the band were like, did we say that? Did we discuss that?
Who said
No.
that?
No.
You pillow, shut up.
But yeah.
Plot twist, it's actually Nick under the bed.
Yeah, it's been
That's
it's been
where
him
he's
this
been
whole
the whole
time. That's the magic trick. You lift up the duvet covers and he's there. Check under the duvet. Oh, there he is.
Oh, I
So
think
that's
that
what's
right
been
pillow
staring
just
at
winked
me.
at me.
Oh yeah. I think you're right, Dino.
Oh, flattered.
But no, thank you. Obviously, once again, this is Secreum. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat. Thank you so much for having a good chat, and I look forward to keeping an eye on everything you guys get up to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, man.